notifications. Found myself. Another unannounced live. $1 in 1993 is worth $2.05 today. I'm roughly going to double the prices we see in here. You're speaking to yourself. No, I'm not. Here, he's going to be an alligator with a cricket and a hatchet. There. He's an alligator. He's a cricket. He's got a hatchet. Oh, hello, Aaron. Welcome. I gotta make sure I'm adjusting everything here. Yeah, this is just a catalog. That's a little too long. Get back here. Once you get on their mailing list, I mean, it says $2, but they would send these to you for free. Get up here where I can see you. You gotta be there. Get over there. Get over there. All right. And it's fairly, small size catalog. Now the prices, are gonna be different. All right, this is the guy. This is one of the presidents up here. Bill Adams, President, Atlanta Cutlery. So that's her catalog. People, she probably had like 15 kids by now. She was an activist. I don't know what happened to her. But anyways, that's their team. I don't know if they're even in business anymore, but you're going to see some older knives. Look at this, the fastest blade on the planet. Whoa. For 1993. It's got a big old lever there. It's hooked up to the knife. The revolutionary one-handed mechanism of the new lever lock snaps the blade open and locked in an instant. You just about, oh, it sounds like it's just open. You just apply mild pressure to the opening lever and the blade flashes out. Yeah, kind of like a, that's weird. That's different. It's totally safe to carry in the closed position. Totally mechanical. It's not spring, gravity, or inertial generated. Internal mechanism is sealed against dirt and grit. Huh, that's weird. $60. Kind of clunky. Got a good blade shape. See if anybody else has joined us. Nope, it's just me and you, Aaron. We're still here. All right, so Gemstone Artistry. Santa Fe Stoneworks, hand selected, highest quality, most colorful. $99. Lapis lazuli and mother of pearl lockback. Just a little one. Man, I thought that'd be like $200 in nowadays prices. And B, what is this guy? Turquoise. Turquoise and mother of pearl. $118. Wow. Game zipper. If you want to zip your game up. The handle of this dual-purpose skinning knife is designed with a comfort back here. What about knife detector? What do we got here? Concept knives with a K. Does this thing focus? Let me make sure this camera, hey, it won't focus. You get what you get, and that's it. Let's see if I turn the, let me turn the light on. No, don't touch anything on the camera, it's gonna mess it up. Let's see, ATS 34 steel. Remember, this is 93, so that's a premium steel back then. With a rock-wool hardness of 60. Well, that's pretty hard there. Will stay razor sharp longer. How much do they want for that? $67 for the big one. 48 for the other ones. Finger knives. Richard Lambert designed these nifty little knives. Get over here where I can see you. Everything's out of focus. $10.95. Now see, that's not bad. Because you're only getting like a 2-finger knife, basically. But one is serrated and one's not. Swords of the Far East. Katana. Ninja sword. You're instantly a ninja when you buy this sword. That's all you gotta be to be a ninja. Lock block is 3 times stronger. Ooh, look, it'll take 65 pounds of torque. Cold steel does like 300 and something on theirs now. $69. So far, I do not see any deals here yet. All right, old Spyderco's. Clip it. Wow, look at the serrations on that puppy. Man, they're not cheap either. Police model 86. I guess their price has gone down. Zytel. Lightweight clippets 39. Yeah, oh yeah. Delica for 34. Even if you multiply it by 2, still Delica costs more than, it's more than $70 right now. I think even the cheapest Delica is more than. Let's see what that Delica looks like. Number G. E-C-D-E-F-T. Yeah, ooh, look at that clip. Let's see if it can zoom in like this. Yeah. Look at that plastic clip there. It's just going to snap right off. Maybe it didn't. These are the very early Delicas. All right. Spyderco Eagle in Flight. What do you know? It's flying. This limited edition Spyderco police model showcases a sculpture by Gary Blanchard, internationally renowned engraving artist. Is he? I don't hang around with the engraving crowd. So. Reproduced in sterling silver, jeweler's bronze. This Eagle in Flight is executed in stunning detail. $236. Wow. Man, for 93? Yeah, that's a lot. Spyderco Goddard. $65. Solo. Yeah, this wasn't the cheapest price. It wasn't always the cheapest price in the world on these knives in here. Now we're getting somewhere. Kukris. Nepalese Kukris. Here at Atlanta Cutleries, the Kukris have always been one of our favorite knives. Not only were the first to bring you the Gurkha Kukri, but both Bill Adams, president, and Hank Reinhardt, VP, are avid collectors of the deadly knife of Nepal. Our new Kukris are made in the small villages, frequented by retired Gurkhas. All right, yeah, so they hang out there once in a while. The carbon, the blade comes to you sharpened, requiring little effort to keep the knife razor edged. Oh, I don't know about that. 2 accessory knives are included with each Kukri. These are kind of fancy ones because I had one like this. I didn't have the fancy, but I had this, and it had those extra additional knives. Mine had like 2 additional knives sticking out of there. And I don't think it was an Nepal one, but man, it took a lot of abuse. Used for both dress and smaller chores. The 7.5-inch blade wide, $39. All right. Highlander Last Resort knife. Second dub. Hey, Chris. Chris, the super moderator's here. We're all safe now. Aaron and I were really having a big problem with a lot of spams and robots and all kinds of stuff. But now that you're here, Chris, we're safe. Bonnie Scottish Dark. All right, so this is a 1993 catalog, Chris. And so in 1993, $1 was worth $2.05 today. So you can kind of like double these prices on this. So some things you would see in here are good deals, and then some are benchmark. Oh, look at this! It's like an out the front knife, but it's manual. Do you see the latch attached directly to the blade? It's a pivoting locking mechanism that locks the blade open or closed. With a simple movement of your thumb, you can unlock the blade. Uh-oh, I don't want it to be too simple. And slide it forward to fully extended. Yeah, when I was in the military, I'd get these catalogs. They'd send it to you anywhere. And a lot of times they'd send you the knives, too. A lot of times they weren't restricted. So you could read about all this different stuff, and check them out. And then I have one knife that I actually ordered from this company in here. It'll show it in here. This one was made in Thailand. It says right there, if you look at it real close, that writing is Thailand. Oops. Earthquake. Did we shrink the camera back? Well, I guess we did. Be touching the camera. Ooh, I want to hit this. There's like a little chat bubble here. Let me see if I'll hit it. Live chat. Yeah, okay. It says right there, live chat. There we go. Suitable knives. Oh, they're a little play on words. $27. Ooh, mother of pearl. Good fire and color. Speaking of mother of pearl, tomorrow, not mother of pearl, abalone. I have some abalone covers coming in. I'm going to put them on a knife. I'm thinking about if I've got enough material left over. See this one, the cover, it's just glue on because it's fake pins anyway. See, that would really spit this guy up. We had some abalone on. So that's what I'm going to do if I have any left over, which I probably should from whatever I'm going to make it on. Get over there. Throwing knives. All right, did we already look at this guy? Rosalie knife from Finland. Seasoned curly birch. They're about that price nowadays, or maybe a little bit more. Puma knives. Look for Puma knives. It's wrapped in fur and trimmed in leather. Oh, what's that up there? I thought that was just a background. Did you get the little reindeer? Jingle jingles, because I want those too. 2 7/8-inch blade, forged from finest quality carbon steel. Finnish tradition and craftsmanship. It's known as the you're gonna get me to try to say that. Varinkanpuukko. Used by hunters and trappers for skinning everything from bear. Roselli's knives among the tapatin. As Roselli say, this noble tool grows in beauty the more you use it. Before you use it, you know you've used it. If you use it, you fall in love with it. I think that's what he said there. All right. Ha. Think I just got an umbrella? Huh. Need a problem with that? Here, you need your ice made into chopped ice? Anybody got an ice pick on them? I got one. Ooh, this is pretty neat looking. Cane. What is it here? All-weather protection. All-weather protection. That's a good one. They're funny with this. Deadly penetration, sharp, 10-inch long surgical stainless steel blade is a tapered point specifically designed for deep penetration. We drove one through a steel helmet with no deformation to the blade or point, or to the guy's head inside the helmet. Plus, this blade is spring tempered to flex up to 30 degrees and never break or take a set. That's pretty good. Lightning fast draw. From double lock to unsheath takes only 2 seconds with the umbrella opened or closed. Quality. This classic nylon umbrella is the best obtainable comparable umbrellas without the sword blade, of course. Cost about $30 in fine stores. Only in fine stores, not the CD stores. It's lightweight. It only weighs 18 ounces. It telescopes to 18 1/4 inch overall. Stores easily in your briefcase for quick stabbing of your coworkers. Glove compartment or trench coat pocket. Ooh, trench coat. See, they're trying to set you up right there. Comes boxed with nylon storage sleeve. Instructions are included. Temporarily overstocked. 50. I get one. Oh, it'd be about $100 right now. Fiberglass impregnated. Who'd like to impregnate some fiberglass? I do. He's over here. I will. I'd like to impregnate. No, we don't want you. I'm just reading it. I'm not asking you to. Automatically locks positively. Automatically positively locks. Incredibly smooth double lock system prevents accidental opening. You wouldn't want that to happen. You can draw the sword with it closed or open. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Little caper, $7.95. Ooh, Highlander Bowie. Gil Hibben, $64. His go for like 100 and something. Kissing cranes. See, cranes are kissing. $39.95. This is in Germany. Robert Klaas in Solingen, Germany. You can find the kissing cranes deeply struck in the tang and the shield. Ooh, look at this Tibetan spirit dagger. There's you got any demons or ex-wives, mother-in-laws. This is what you're gonna need to get rid of them. It's used in a Buddhist ritual called Purbu. Purbu. The blade is 3 edges. Ooh, triangular. The handle is shaped as a Tibetan Buddhist thunderbolt. Okay. And the 3 demons' head adorn the pommel. The whole dagger is cast in one piece of brass, weighs 13 ounces. It measures 8 3/4 long. As you know, when the Chinese invaded Tibet, the Dalai Lama said the Dalai Lama and many other Tibetans fled Tibet and settled in northern India, where this Purbu was made. It's guaranteed to promote spirited discussions as part of your knife collection. Spirited discussions. Crazy. Knives 93. $14.95. Could take a feel the need to take a nap. Still the best available. One solid piece of 440 stainless steel forms this entire buckle knife combination. No welded joints. Don't weld your joints. Supposed to smoke them, not weld them. The blade tucks into the sheath built into the backside of the belt and can't harm the wearer. Oh, yeah. It's safe to carry. It's safe to hold. Large finger cutouts put you in complete control. It's like a push dagger. You got like a little... And the problem is, when you pull this out, your pants fall off. And everybody laughs at you. $55. $53. Little critter. It's a jaguar. Well, it's good for a cat. This miniature masterpiece. Look, it's like, what is that, a dime? Doesn't say. Look at that. Is that 3/8? 5/8 long. Clip point blade. It really cuts. It weighs about 3/16 of an ounce. Man, that's weird. Have a ball. Ball releases split liner lock. Oh, that's like a button lock. Yeah, it's a ball lock though. See, look at this, only $7.50. Nobody's inventing anything totally new. Oh, look, we just came out with a new thing. We're going to call it a button lock. Okay, you changed it from a ball to a button. But this guy did it before you. And he was in Taiwan. See that? Zytel. All right. Oh, look, antler. Ooh, I like this one. Twin fork. Oh, it's just the thing. You don't get the knife with it, I don't think. Let me see. Nifty display. Come on, tell me. New. Oh yeah, you get the knife with it. Look, $29 for this one, $29 for that one. Do you? Do you really get the knife? I don't know. It's too late now. It's 1993 back then. Long gone. Some people weren't even born then. This thing's still working. Chris is here. Looks like there's 5 people in here. It's people probably from the past, from 1993, have come to the future to see what's happening. Well, your stuff's worth this much now. You can get at least that much for anything you see in here, if you still got it. Sacrificial knife, especially if this has not been used in any sacrifices recently, because that was handmade in Mexico. The human figure. Thousands of years ago. What is now central? It's 8,000 years ago. High priest. Oh, the priests were high, no wonder. They used knives like these to perform their rites of human sacrifice. These fascinating replicas have genuine obsidian blades that have been hand flaked and stabilized malachite. We only want stabilized malachite. If you're unstable, you better get the hell out of here. Handmade in Mexico. Eagle dagger, high priest dagger. Let's look at the high priest. What's he holding? Check his hands out. Check him out. Look at this guy. What are you doing? I don't know. Is he strangling himself? I don't know what's going on here. And that eagle. He's got a problem with his beak, man. It needs to be more pointed. All right. Railroad spike knife. Ooh, I see these in Forged in Fire. They're always trying to make this. That's kind of high. $54. Taiwan Tantos. We were impressed with the overall quality of these moderately priced Tantos. Owner of Tanto knives like to challenge the toughness of the famous reinforced wedge-shaped Tanto point. These knives are up to the test. Strong stainless steel blades, solid brass pommels and guards. Each Tanto includes its own military style. Black nylon sheath. Nothing says dragon blade. 26. Mini black. There we go. 4.5. They call that mini. 4.5-inch blade. Ooh, we're getting to the good stuff. We'll see how long this goes, how far we get in this catalog. And then the next time I go live, I'll just open it up and start from here. Or, from the last point. Machete! Blackjack knives. Man, if you got any of these, they're worth some bucks nowadays. Reinhardt combat knife. Kukri. That one was $55. Mamba. The Mamba was $63. That's this guy. And C. Classic Model 1-7. Many subtle changes are added to this nice appeal. 70. Now this thing would be worth more than $140 nowadays if you had one. You found one of those on eBay? Yeah, that'd be like $300 probably. Classic Model 5, but with a 5.5-inch blade. Yeah, that one also. This condition, that much money. Call toll free and get in trouble because I told you to call toll free. Here, Fairbairn, Applegate Fairbairn knife. $59. Oh yeah, it's gonna cost you some money there too. Valkyrie axe, $100. Wow, that's a lot of money for black phosphate axe. Broadhead. It's a good one to throw. I like to toss that. All right, next page. Canadian Blackhawk, $23. There, you can start to get into my price range now. Designed with respect for history and modern safety standards. This is an ideal axe for camping, backpacking, and competition throwing, or zombie attacks. From a steel iron alloy, the 4-inch long blade takes and holds an edge better than most conventional axes. Yeah, take that. The elongated throat reduces stress on the handle, while the flat spall at the back of the head is useful as a hammer. This hawk head is heat phosphatized and coated with an acrylic paint to prevent rust. Oh, you mean spray painted it. 18-inch long straight grain hickory handle flares to hold head firm. Weighs 1 3/4 pounds. The Canadian Blackhawk is excellently balanced for throwing. That's a nice. I think I had one of these at one time. I sure did. I had one of these. That exact knife. I mean, hatchet. American-made butterflies. $18. How to cut yourself in 3 easy lessons. Get a butterfly knife. Oh, that's a weird one here. The high style of 19th century combined with the quality Will and Finch horsehead and cannon pattern. Will and Fink. Prosper design knives for over 65 years. This fancy old style guard and famous horsehead and cannon current time when a knife was an essential part of a frontiersman's dress. Hey, you got that horsehead knife on you? Well, I sure do. Got a cannon with it? Well, of course. I don't go anywhere without the cannon. Laminated hardwood handles, $34. I'd get that. Switchblade, the ace of blades. Alrighty. Puma. Here we go. Pumas. Old Pumas. Pumas are always fairly expensive knives. Even in 1993, they weren't cheap. Solingen, Germany. Oh, look, they're trying to rip off Swiss Army knife. Puma Officer Series. $17, $30 for the multi-tool one, I guess. All right, what do we got? Colorful Swedish utility knives. They don't even say, are these guys Frost Knivebrick? Huh. Look like something Frost knife made. There it is, right there. Exotic bronze knives of Thailand. Dun, 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 dun. I had two of them at one time. They had the small one and the big one. I think this is the bigger one because this one is a little bit. Maybe not. Looks different. See the. I don't know. Looks different. Zoom in here. All right. Uh-oh. What did it just do? Hey, you. Focus. See, he's got little flames down here. What's going on with this guy? He's got a boat. You can see Thailand right there on the base. And this one doesn't have Thailand there. It's over here. Right there. Is this what we're looking at? Is it reverse mirror? No. Yeah, it's a different. It's different. Thailand. Okay. Unzoom. Everybody's getting freaked out. How much was that thing back then? $8.95 for rosewood scales. That's rosewood. Yeah, it's pretty cool and nice, but it's made out of bronze, which is different. Like they always talk about the Bronze Age. You talk about not holding an edge for a long time. Yeah, it'll take a keen edge and cut, but they dull pretty quickly. And then there's the Lansky system. See, that's what I originally used. Now I'd recommend the Worksharp Precision Adjust because man, that thing is easy. With this one, each time when you put that thing in, you have to put that rod on a flat. You have to put this on a flat table and level the rod up. And then you have to leave that on it if you wanted to switch, because if you did like me, you'd take these off and just put another stone on there. And each time, when you went to different grits, you'd have to go through all that crap. And I never had really one of these table mounts, but that makes a big difference on those. How much was that? Yeah, Worksharp is a way to go. $19. Yeah, see, that's what I start out with. That lasted me for decades, man. Decades. It worked. A.G. Russell City Knives. Oh, more sword canes. I'm getting. I don't need a cane yet, but man, I tell you what, if I ever get to a point where I need a cane, yeah, it's gonna be a sword cane. I'm gonna have one of them. I'm in Texas, man. We could walk around with a Bowie knife on our hand. Big belly jungle raider. Sometimes they tell it. Blazer 400 series stainless steel. See, most people nowadays go, 400 series. Yeah. 1993, we didn't have a big choice of super steels. Timberlight. Whoever Timberlight is. The Bodyguard. See, boot knives were still popular back then. The Boss. Powerful lockback. 440 stainless steel. See, they didn't even break it down for you. A, B, or C. They just told you here, and it's 440 or it's surgical. Ooh, these Muelas, they still make these knives, and they're still expensive. They're made in Spain. Yeah, hunters and fighters from Spain. By hand from start to finish. They hand forge each blade from tough molybdenum stainless steel. Each knife includes a hand-stitched extra thick leather sheath. Yeah, sometimes they give you a little history, or almost like a kitchen. Drop point. Campero. Joker's using some of these names, or is it? Because I've seen a Campero. And what do we got? Skeleton handle. Dagger. Chinese war sword. Our test on saplings showed what is this? Showed impressive cutting power. I think that's what. It's hard to read your stuff on bamboo there. Your bamboo mat. $79. Ooh, this is another Forge and Fire weird kind of knife. The Hunger Manga. You got any Hunger Manga on you? Oh, he's in the other room. Don't disturb him. He's very edgy. He's very edgy. Out of West Africa, one of the most exotic throwing weapons ever made, the Hunger Manga. Carried as both a war weapon as well as a hunting weapon. The Hunger Manga. You know I'm going to be using that. Hunger Manga. They'll also use as currency. The curved blade, with its many points and edges, presents an almost constant cutting surface when thrown, designed with a rudimentary airfoil, which helps it in flight. We've had this copy made for us in India by the government contractor for the Kukri, made of steel, which has been left soft to take the shock of throwing against hard objects, and easy to be straightened out when it's bent. All right, so they're telling you right there, if this thing's got any kind of edge on it, it's not going to hold it for long. Benchmade. Leopard, ATS 34. I've got a knife in ATS 34. It is pretty good steel. It held its edge pretty well. $119. Panther. Monarch. The Monarch. Balisong. Oh wow, man! If you had a Benchmade Balisong from then, yeah, you'd be rolling in the bucks. $45. I think they go for at least 300 or more. I don't know for sure. I haven't been in a military refinish concentrate. A single quart of this concentrate turns you into the military. It'll refinish over 100 rifles to military standards. Oh, beat up as hell and falling apart and in need of repair? Oh, that's not military standards. Just like an M16. It's a low temperature solution. Yeah, you got to put it in your oven. You got to get permission from your wife when you do that, and she's not going to give it. All right, here we go. This is what we're going to need right here. Yeah, I know, Guy. It's really bad to see the stuff like this. This is all I got out of that catalog. Is this made in Thailand one? There may be one or two other things in here when we run through it, but it's just like this one. The Western Bowie, Western Cutlery, $87.95. See right here. $1 in 1993 is worth $2.05 today. Well, I tell you what, these things in used condition are going for $295, $300 easily on eBay when I see them. The Western 49. So yeah, if you had gotten one and set one aside. Hunters. This is pretty cool. This is like kind of like a case. I've got a case knife that's like that. Medium hunter. And then boot knives. Everybody was into boot knives. Big Bowie, as big as the early buoys that helped carve out the western frontier. The heavy gauge 9¼ inch high carbon steel blade has a full tang. 19th century brass knife fighter's crossguard. The laminated rosewood handle is secured by brass rivets. Overall length 14 7/8, molded cowhide sheath. Ooh, Leatherman when he first came out. I had one of these. I used to have a bunch of Leathermen, but $39.95. Yeah, if they had that price nowadays, I'd go for it. But that's about what they're going for, around $100. It's like it would be 80 something. Pistol blade replicas, man, that's a good way to get yourself shot. Has he got a knife or has he got a gun? He's got a knife that looks like a gun. Ooh, Nahas. Yeah, there we go. Man, the Super Naha is $165. Wow. It's made in Spain completely by hand. $440. Bolsters are $420. Yeah, they weren't cheap. What's the smallest guy? The medium Naha. He's only got 10-inch blade, 6-inch blade, 4-inch blade. Another sword cane for us old fogies. Got any gum, mister? Get away from me, kid. I got a sword cane. Don't make me pull it out. But it's Halloween. Get out of here. Take that costume off. The Kyber. The Chura. Rib. See, this is a kind of T-bone construction they got there. Increases thrusting power, yet allows the blade to be thinner and lighter for rapid slashing. $29. $23. Yep. Arab Jambia. Dates back as far as the Iron Age. Everywhere the Muslims fought, the Jambia became the most widely used knife in the world. Wow. The hooking point perfectly suits the whirling style of knife fighting that the Arabs perfected. 8 3/4 inch long high carbon steel. That's weird though. Hey, your blade's bent. And your sheath. Look at your sheath. I think the blade is bent. Sorry, I bumped the microphone. Kwama. Uh-oh, I got lag here. I'm seeing lag in this thing. Have I been disconnected? You have been disconnected. Oh, I haven't. It's lagging out. I don't know. Don't send us a super sticker. Quit trying to join. What's wrong with him? All right, if this thing doesn't start catching up with me, then I'm going to have to call this quitsio. I'm seeing lag. If anybody can type a message, if you're seeing anything, live chat. All I got the last time was Guy, Calgary. It still shows I'm going, but it doesn't look like I'm going. It's fine here, he says. Okay, good. As long as you can see. I don't care if this thing can't keep up with me. Look at that. It's lagging like crazy. But this is a 4G phone, so one would expect that. All right, where were we? I'll go for a little bit more, probably about like another 10 minutes. We were already at the antler knife, weren't we? Didn't we already do that? Yeah, we already did that. And we already did that. And we already did the Puma rip-off of the Officer series. And the Jungle Raider. And the Stag-handled Moolah. Where are we? Sword cane. We already had the multi-tool. All right, here we are. We were doing the Kwama. Wow. Long needle point. 17.5 inches long double-edged blade is deadly close combat design. This looks like Forged in Fire stuff they would give them to make. Okay, gentlemen, you've made it this far. Now we want you to go home. The Kwama. Be 17.5 inches long. It's carried in Iran today and considered to be a national weapon of Soviet Georgia. Oh, 1993. We don't have a Soviet Georgia anymore. It's now called just Georgia. Thick polish, buffalo horn handle scales. On a full scale tang. Weighs 1 pound, 12 ounces. Wow. Made in Nepal or India. Competition Tomahawk. Gladiator sword. Ooh, this is where I wish I was back in time, man. I get every one of these. They're only $5 each. You could still get them, some of them, but this is when they were not made. They still were inexpensive. Gene Autry, Annie Oakley, Tom Mix, Lash LaRue, Wild Bill Hiccup, Zorro. I got Zorro already. Roy Rogers, Dale Evans. Who is that guy? The Lone Ranger and Tonto. I couldn't read that. Red Ryder. And Hopalong Cassidy. You know, you could have just read it over here, you idiot. Oh, yeah, that's right. I could have done that, but I didn't. Yeah, see that you can keep yourself entertained with these little magazines, and you got to remember back then we didn't have internet, and unless you ordered catalogs or unless you went somewhere, this is how you got your knives. You'd figure out, well, that one costs too much. Or, I don't like the looks of that. You really couldn't pick them up or hold them. Ooh, an edge guide thing, $18. Boker ceramic. These were real popular when they first came out. They're very brittle. Zircon oxide ceramic. It will never stain, discolor, or rust. Will it break? Yes, it will. They're lighter than steel, completely non-magnetic. These blades are made from zircon. Only diamonds are harder. Because it's so hard, it will stay sharp forever. The factory guarantees it. Wow. Forever? Take them up on that in a couple hundred years. Come back. Hey, I went in the future, and your knife dulled on me in the future. And now you're no longer in business, so I had to come back here in time to get you to sharpen it for me. Boker-matic. This is before they were trying to get around front end, open out front knives, stuff like that. It's the safest knife you can carry. All right. Philippine Chris. Weird kind of, that's a traditional sheath, but weird kind of sheath. During the Philippine insurrection, the fierce Moro warriors shocked the U.S. Army when the .38 Smith & Wesson revolver failed to stop their charges. Their favorite edge weapon was this Chris Dagger. This Chris is a copy from India again. Once again, we went to India. It has a 12 and a quarter inch long high carbon steel blade that holds a razor edge. Buffalo horn handle. Until we ran out of buffalo. All right. Go a little bit longer. Ooh, here we go. Swiss Army knives from Victorinox. All right. These were the prices in 1993. Classic was that's about right. A classic is going about $20. Hiker, $19.99. Swiss Champ, $53. They're about almost $100, I think. I don't know. They haven't quite doubled. They haven't quite caught up with that. They have stuff like this. So what would a Swiss knife, Army knife, bring to me what tool would it give me that I don't normally have with me? I like the little magnifying glass, but you can't get that except for certain, like Explorer models and stuff. People poo-poo this hook and everything, but that's good if you mess around with bicycle chains and stuff. You can adjust the tension. You can use it to lift it up. Just whatever you like and stuff. But man, look at this. It tells you everything that they got and what has it. Those are those prices. All right. Grand Shaft. Sabatier. I'm going to mess that up. Some kind of knife. Long known as premium kitchen knives in the world. Sabatier knives are the headline performer in any kitchen. Especially my kitchen. Wow, they're not cheap. Original Swiss Army watches. Don't get into watches. Don't get into watch collecting. It's expensive. More expensive than knives. Here's what I collect. I don't collect them. I put them on my wrist. El Cheapo Timex. Long knives. Yeah, see, I remember they would have some kind of like artsy craftsy kind of knives. Man, you imagine how much these things have got to be worth if you still had one? If they went for like $300 back then, I don't know. And just with inflation, it should be around $600. I don't know. I don't know. The Russell sharpener. Russell, I don't know. I don't know what you were doing there. The string bean stiletto. And we really mean it. It's a long knife. The bigger a stiletto gets, the less you have to say about it to get attention. This knife is a lot of knife to handle. 6-inch long blade. Oh yeah, I'd get that one. Just to be silly. Obsidian Blade. Man, that caveman's getting rich. He's out there making this stuff out of antler and rock, and they're paying him $159 for that. Yeah, it's not easy to do that, but still, wow. The Antique Bowie Knife book. It's only for antique buoys. I don't know, are we lagging here still? Anybody come on? Guy's still here. Man, this thing is so lagged out. Look at that. It's back to the... Why'd you quit it? We're going to stop you and have you jump right back in, all right? Welcome to Lag-O-Matic, where everything lags automatically. We'll wait for you to wake up there. I'll give it another like 5 or 10 minutes because I want to make sure that I'm still streaming. If I'm not streaming, then live chat. What? We're getting an ad? Oh, you can play ads. Skip them ads, boy. Skip them ads. Skip them. Skip. Skippy. It's only happening on my phone. Okay, thank you. Thank you, guy. Because I was wondering, I'm like, what the hell? All right. Tonto with presentation case. I'd like to... Whoa! $295. Never mind. This book is for the Bowie collector who has a lot of money. 50 outstanding collections. This 552-page book. God. Sold at auction in San Francisco for $550. We have a limited number left. Yeah, well, only 100 were leather bound. Only very few remain. So you got scoliosis. France. All right. Made in Spain by Ator as their official knife because it stands up to the rigors of the ultimate 440B for edge retention. Full tang. It's not a bad knife. Shoot for the moon. ATS 34. Every part is handmade. Cat's knives. 440C. Oh, this stuff that says is better than 440C. Oh my God. Better than 440C or ATS 34? Hold my cup of sarsaparilla. There's nothing better than those steels. It's impossible. Anything beyond that would be a super steel. 159. Switcheroo. This is just the ordering thing. See, there's what you need for a hobo knife. And this is a price that a hobo can afford. $21. You can actually get these a lot cheaper now. This is before China started. This is a K-bar. This is a K-bar one. China makes a knockoff of this for like $5. Atlanta Cutlery, Conyers, Georgia. I don't know if they're still in business. I don't think they are. All right. I'll go for like about 5 or 10 more minutes. And then, because we're at the like fold off page and we got about half, I'll just save the other half for the rest of gemstone spider webs. I don't know if these are Spydercos. Yeah, they are. Over 50 pieces of genuine mother of pearl. Man, these things would be worth a mint. They'd be worth more than that. I don't know, because, yeah, there's a lot of people. Co-pilot and police model. Damascus. Man, that's ain't by Spy. Oh, it's Bear. A Gerber. Let me see. They got an index here in the front where they list all their Gerbers, or they list all their stuff. Let's see. Benchmade, Camillus, Cats, Concept. I don't see the list in Gerber. Should have been in there. B, C, D, E, F, G, H. It would have been right in there. They got SOG. Tanto knives, Swiss Court, Western Cutlery. We already looked at Western. Huh. Yeah, usually they load up on Gerbers in here. Key ring push dagger. Famous hobo knife. What's this guy? Gut hook Skinner multi-tool. There you go. Have we got any other goodies on this order page that we skipped? Oh, there you go. Knife blanks. 440A from Parker Edwards Factory. Hey, that'd be pretty good. Too bad. Oh, look at that. Punch outs. This is how your knife is handmade. Ka-chunk, 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 ka-chunk. Surefire starter. Ooh, a little tiny one here. The knife. Cuts cardboard. Crosshatch. $2.95. Gent's knife. Oh, my thing just said sarsaparilla on the phone. That's how far back it is lagging. Easy Lap Diamond Stone. Those are pretty good. Black Fang. Let's see what kind of shipping they had right here. Economy service. $10. Priority overnight delivery. $14.50. Surface. Packing, shipping, and insurance charge. Air. Yeah. So there you go. That's just like half of this catalog here. The next time I jump on, I'll do the other half. We'll go in about an hour. I want to thank everyone who joined in here. Thank you, Chris, for being a super moderator. Thank you, Guy, for joining in here. Like I said, next time we'll do the last half of the catalog. We'll finish that one off. And we'll wish that we were in 93. And we were all worried back then about stuff going on, but if we'd have known, we'd probably trade places like here. And bought a lot of stuff, bought a lot of items, Spydercos and case knives and stuff like that. So there you go. Thank you for joining again. And I got this recently also, the Constitution of the United States. Thank you for watching, and have a nice night.